It's Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. All things allegedly on this channel, fair use, educational, and entertainment purposes. So aliens say, now all y'all can see what's been going on in real life for years. I could be talking about the sky, and she gonna make y'all think I'm talking about her face front delusional. You just got to telling this woman you got her kids. Girl, shut up. I'm not mad at you, nor do I feel any hate towards you, girl. You just got to talking about her on that tape, too. Let that go. Me discussing you does absolutely nothing for me. You're the one who puts me at the front of your show. Oh, she's still on this show, y'all. Like, why are we discussing her? Duh, because you wanted to. You're the real dummy. How you feel now? Looking stupid, responding to something that has nothing to do with you, bitter. Yeah, you talk all under her clothes. Yeah, about how you got an X-rated tapes of hers. You talking about her children, you babysitting her kids. Arian, something wrong with you, girl. I got this from Queen Sheba, y'all. She's delusional that male children is part of her family. She left little Paris out and only counted the children that was by Martell, which was little hoax for little diabetes and male's children. See, the M&M kids is famous. And she is delusional that she said this is our family. She having family time with our family. But let's go see what Mel say. Man, this bird still talking noise. Focus, baby, focus. Work a little harder so you could be wiped up so you could stay overnight when my kids are there. See, you thought you ate baby cakes when I actually already knew you've been around my kids to Nashville cooking, etc. So that girl was right. She saw them in Tennessee. To Nashville cooking, etc. Cause your boyfriend said he needs a little help cause it's harder. So that Nashville, when they released that, Big Bug must have told her to release that to the public that she was in Nashville with him. But anyway, baby cakes, I keep my kids covered in prayer for all. And yes, I mean all of y'all demons. Now, like I said earlier, she knows she want her to pull up. So Dunn says, a few question is someone so obsessed that they're claiming kids they denied birth. Oh, that's obsession. That's delusion. If so, please go ahead and run half the money for extracurricular activities for every month, for vacations, medical bills, therapy, detrimental for kids with divorced parents. They certainly need therapy, which they're well aware was from infidelity and with you, baby. Food, and definitely half on any of the 22 so-called babysitters, because mom has to go to work, has to make sure not file bankruptcy again. Speaking of such, My clients filing bankruptcy in a union. Speaking of babysitter, Martell went on because he had no babysitter. Oh, he had no babysitter, y'all. So he went off on his mama and the babysitter. Okay, let's keep going. Bankruptcy in the union and being bankrupt are separated and apart. Filing bankruptcies as to not let a low vibrating gone done. This is male manager. A low vibrating, low grade woman who wears her ignorancy on her sleeves like a badge of honor. Continue to proudly share in what she did not put in on it is of the utmost decision. That's bowing out and letting y'all have all of what you were aiming for. Why would my client knowingly continue to cast pearls to swine? She's, young lady, what you do not realize is that you too file for bankruptcy when you choose to keep being, let's see, I hope this, file for bankruptcy when you choose to keep being with a man knowing he was married. Keep living because your cup will never run over as it was had a hold in it to make that everything you touch sinks to the ground. And when you reach down to try to retrieve your loss, may you meet eye to eye with your match, the serpent. Ooh, gone down. Who shall slither for the rest of the days. Thus said the Lord. Oh my goodness. This woman, and this is done, y'all. This is Nell Fletcher. She's glad to see them now. And they are just having a great time. What's going on, sis? What's up, bro? How you doing? I told I'm tired now. I danced at the door because we don't even TikTok in. So if ain't no talk gonna get in, I'm gonna do a step. So y'all don't know Chris like to dance, y'all. Yeah, Chris. Like Chris like to dance. And I must say he's a great dancer, you guys. Yes, he is. Chris Bill have a low opinion of your wife. You are so immature. Now you finna bring your mama into it. You know, brought the friends into it. You see that they wouldn't having it because Mel hasn't did anything but being good to you. You are mad because this woman broke up with you because she no longer will allow you to hurt her. And this is the biggest mistake that I see a lot of women making when it comes to helping men. And I want you to understand, before I get started, just because you have a nurturing spirit does not mean that you are assigned to nurture every man that you find attractive or that you have a desire for, okay? So please understand that, all right? I'm headed to the airport, so forgive me. For those who don't know or who do know, I have on my shirt that I make. It's called Say One More Prayer. But anyways, shameless plug. Here's the mistake right here. The mistake is this. When a woman see a man down and they are attracted to that man, a lot of women in this situation find it an opportunity to let me show him that I got his back while he down, right? Let me show him that I have his back while he's down. So you start being loyal. You start being attentive to all of his needs. You encourage him. Y'all on the phone for hours and hours and hours, and you believing that you guys are building something. Well, all the while, he is just saying, this person is helping me because let me put you on, and I don't even want to say free game because it's not even game. It's just the truth. Men know who they desire.
So it doesn't matter if they're down or if they're up. And this is why a lot of women get disappointed and say, I did all of this for him, I did all of that, was because you took your nurturing and you put it in a position with someone where it never belonged. And so, yes, he's going to take it. He's not going to deny it. He's going to accept it. Why? Because who don't want help when they are down? This is why you got to be very careful with who you try to give your wife traits to. You got to be careful who you allow to get into your mental, get into your head, and also watch your own agenda. Because if your agenda is wrong and then you wind up hurt in the end, it was your fault because you also went in with a wrong motive. So this is why you have to be very careful. Don't try to help and assist a man while he's down with the agenda that maybe I can prove myself, or maybe he can get my attention. I can get his attention, and maybe he'll see that, I'm a good woman. All these different things, you'll find yourself hurting yourself in the long run. You will find yourself saying, how did this happen? All I did for him. Blase, blase, blase. Why? Because his mind was never on catching your attention. His mind was only on you assisting him in his life. Be careful. Don't make the mistake. And if you did, learn from your mistake and don't keep making the same mistake.
Black excellent. Yes. We don't get it in school, so teach it to your children. Black excellent, the Black History Spotlight.
To rescue the workers. With time running out, the authority...
Go back a little bit.
Even establishing the Madam Walker Theater Center in Indianapolis. By that time, her manufacturing company took up an entire city block and employed over 3,000 people. Madam C.J. Walker also donated generously to scholarship funds at Tuskegee and Palmer Memorial Institutes and organizations such as the YMCA and the NAACP. Garrett A. Morgan was an African-American inventor born in 1875 in Kentucky. One night, a Cleveland Waterworks construction crew became trapped underground in a cloud of toxic fumes when their tunnel beneath Lake Erie exploded. First responders made 2 unsuccessful attempts to rescue the workers. With time running out, the authorities summoned Garrett and his brother Frank. They arrived with a gas mask Morgan had patented 2 years before. Earlier breathing devices were unreliable, so Morgan invented something better. Firefighters, engineers, chemists, and other workers who regularly encountered dangerous gases were already using his breathing device in other cities. He later upgraded his mask with its own air supply, and it became of great importance during World War I and later wars. At the Cleveland disaster site, the Morgan brothers and 2 volunteers strapped on the gas mask and made several brave trips through the darkness of the 200-foot-long toxic tunnel. They rescued more than 20 people. Morgan was awarded a medal from the International Association of Fire Engineers. The gas mask was not his first or last invention. Morgan worked as a handyman at a sewing machine shop in Ohio, and at age 26, sold his belt fastener for sewing machines. 8 years later, he opened a tailoring shop which manufactured dresses and suits. After only 1 year, Morgan and his wife purchased a home where they eventually raised 3 sons. After accidentally discovering a hair straightening substance in 1913, Morgan established the G.A. Morgan Hair Refining Company. The profit supported his continued research. In 1923, Morgan patented an automatic traffic signal, which led to the overhead and sidewalk traffic lights that keep us safe to this day. I always knew I'd go to space. Mae Jemison, the first African-American woman astronaut, once said. Jemison, born in 1956, is also a physician, teacher, and the founder and president of 2 technology companies, the Jemison Group, and an advanced medical device company, Biosentient Corporation. Born in Alabama and raised in Chicago, Jemison was fascinated with science from an early age. Her father and mother were very encouraging. She said, "My parents were the best scientists I knew because they were always asking questions." Jemison entered Stanford University on scholarship when she was only 16 years old. She graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering and a Bachelor of Arts in African and African American Studies. In 1981, she received her doctorate from Cornell University Medical College. Jemison practiced medicine in Los Angeles, California, before serving in the Peace Corps as a medical officer in Sierra Leone and Liberia for 2 years. In addition to speaking English, Jemison speaks Swahili, Russian, and Japanese. Inspired by the life of Sally Ride, the first woman in space, Jemison applied to NASA, and in 1987, she became one of only 15 people chosen out of 2,000 candidates for their astronaut corps. Jemison's first and only space flight began on September 12, 1992, when the Space Shuttle Endeavour took off for its second mission. Jemison served as the science mission specialist on the 8-day mission, which was a joint effort between the United States and Japan. Jemison resigned from NASA in March of 1993 to form the Jemison Group Incorporated, which highlights ways to bring science and technology to everyday life. The following year, she founded the Dorothy Jemison Foundation for Excellence, named in honor of her mother, which includes an international space camp for high school students called The Earth We Share. In 2011, the U.S. military chose this foundation to receive $500,000 in funding to help launch the 100-year Starship project. Our task, our mission, Jemison explained, is to make sure all the capabilities needed to mount a human interstellar mission exist. Jemison envisions public participation from everyone, regardless of who they are or where they come from. Someday, perhaps, more people will be able to confidently declare, "I always knew I'd go to